Okay, welcome back to the Mandala Arts video. As you can see, I've now threaded on my 70 beads, my 70 wooden beads. I have chosen huge ones, that's just a choice of course, and also for this video I'd suggest you keep them fairly small if it's your first time, because when you get bigger beads it's a little bit tougher to crochet around them, which is what we're going to do now. So I'm going to take my needle off the thread, and now I'm going to do a slip knot. I'm not sure whether you've ever done one before, so I'll do it really slowly so you can see how to do it. So you do your slip knot, you wrap it around your finger, bring the loop through, and you'll see when you put your hook in you have a nice slippery knot. Okay, so now we are going to start crocheting. Now if you've not done it before, we are going to do a chain. Now the way I like to hold my yarn, which you might like to try, is you wrap it round your finger and over the backs of your under your ring finger and over the backs of your first two fingers. I'm just going to try and pull this along now because I think it's going to be a little bit tight. So you'll need to keep feeding your beads along as you go to give you something to work with. So just pulling those beads along. Okay, back to where we were. So wrapping your yarn around your finger, under your ring finger, across the top two fingers. And now you can hold your yarn comfortably on the left hand and a hook on the right. So I've got my size 3 hook and I'm going to start crocheting. So I'm going to do a chain. This necklace is all about using chain, so it's really easy once you get going. So we're going to take the hook under the yarn and hook it under and pull it through. That's your first chain. I'm going to do that again. Hook over and pull it through. That's a chain. Now what we have to decide now is how many chain we're going to put between our beads, because the beads are going to get crocheted into the chain. So I'm going to do one more chain, and now I'm going to bring up my first bead like so, back to holding my yarn again, and now I'm going to crochet a chain over the top of the bead. So over the top there, pull it through and give it a little tug, and you've got it in place. Now you can decide how many gaps you put between the beads. So I'm going to put 2. So I'm going to put 1 chain and a second chain, and then I'm going to pull up my next bead, and then like before I'm going to chain over the top of it. So hook over, pull it through the loop, and there it is, nice and secure again, and you can see you've got your 2 beads. So just going to pull those beads along the yarn, and we're going to do that a couple more times, and you can see. So another 2 chain, 1, 2, then I'm going to bring the bead up, slide the bead up, and then over the top and pull it through. Number 3. So I'm going to do that a couple more times, and then I will leave you to it, and we'll come back and just do the final little bit at the end, which is dead easy. So a couple more chain, yarn over, pull through the loop, yarn over, pull through the loop, 1 more bead, yarn over, pull it through the loop like before, and it just holds that bead in place. Okay, so I'm going to leave you to do that all the way through your beads until we get to the other end, and then I'll meet you up for part 3.